Welcome back everyone, Tina here, and in this video today I'm going to show you how you can manage and organize your workflows and folders within automations much more efficiently using the bulk actions. Let's go. So first of all, let's navigate to automation on the left and then select workflows at the top. Here you can see all your workflows, the ones that need review, the ones that have been deleted, and here you can create new smart lists for workflows as well. Let me show you how you can do this real quick. Here you want to rename the smart list to marketing, for example, marketing workflows, right? Then under advanced filters, you can select what type of workflows from your entire workflow list should be included inside this marketing smart list. So let's click the drop down. Let's see what's up. Here we can add the workflow name, the status, the trigger type, the action type, updated by, tags created on or updated on. Let's go with workflow name, for example, contains or exists. Let's keep contains. So we want to include all the workflows that, for example, contain the word sale, okay? And then we can add more filters, same as I just showed you. And then we can add another workflow or remove the filter or add another filter as well. In this case, let's keep it as is and hit apply. Now you can see here on the left, it has selected the one workflow that contains the word sale. We can now go ahead and hit save or discard changes. Let me save it. And here you can see the name has been updated as well. So now we've created a smart list of workflows. Right now in this example, we have only one workflow showing up because only one workflow contained the word sales. If you wanted to rename the smart list, for example, you click on customize list and then rename it right here, or even adjust the filters or delete the list completely. So let's go back to all workflows. And right here we have an option called advanced filters. Let's select it. And then from here, we can also again select the workflow name, the status, the trigger type, the action type, the updated by, tags created on or updated on. These come in really, really handy if you're searching a workflow. You have many workflows published or even in draft, but let's say you have many workflows published and a new contact gets created, for example, and there's so many things getting triggered that new contact receives emails and WhatsApps and SMS, and you're like, oh my God, where are all these communications channels triggering from, right? So this is a really cool tool to be able to find it, right? Or in general, if you just wanted to go ahead and clean up your workflows. So here by workflow name, I just showed you that contains or exists, right? Then we have the status is published, draft, locked, or paused. You can also lock workflows, so only people with permissions can access it. And in this case, let's go with draft, and then let's apply. So now we can see all the workflows that are set to draft. Now from here, let's say we would like to organize further. Then right here, we have the bulk action to mark all of them. And you can see here a new menu popping up. This menu only pops up if you at least select one workflow. Let me deselect and select one, and then you can see the menu showing up again. Let me deselect and you see the menu disappears, right? So let me bulk select again, and here we have 8 selected workflows. Now we can publish them all in bulk. If we wanted to, we could move them to a particular folder or even delete them all in bulk. If you click that little drop-down menu right here, right next to the bulk select all, we can also select what do we want to select. Do we want to select all the workflows or all the folders, or published workflows or draft workflows? Let's say we only want to see published workflows. And then here on the right-hand side, you can see we don't even have any published workflows. Let's change that real quick. Let's open up this one. Let's set it to published. Let's rename it. And let's hit save. Let's go back, refresh. So let's bulk select again, and then let's click the drop-down menu and let's select published workflows only. And you can see it then selects only the published workflows. It deselected the draft demo and it selected the published demo. Now let's say we change our mind and we just want to select the draft workflows. And then here it selected the draft instead of the published. Let's go into the folder and let me show you the same thing. Click the drop-down menu and select only the draft workflows. Here we go. All have been marked in bulk. Please note that this only works for the first page. So you can see here, we don't have any additional page, but if you had, then you would need to click next and reselect it again. Let's go back. Let's create a new folder. Let's call it demo folder. And then here via the search bar, we could type demo. Everything that's got to do with demo would show up. We would select what we want to move. In this example, we want to move those 2 individual workflows into a folder. So click the move folder button and then select the demo button, hit move here. Let's get into the demo folder, and here you can see both workflows have been successfully moved. Now let's go back, and then here, and this works only for folders. This doesn't work for individual workflows. You can click the 3 dots right here and you can block the folders to be accessed by everyone else. If you maybe want to just protect your automation, you don't want anyone to go on there and accidentally change anything because it will just break everything, then you can just click Manage Permissions, and then here, who has access to this workflow folder? Is it the agency admin? Is it the agency user, or only account admins, right? So let's say we are going to select agency admins. Hit update. And then here you can see it's been locked now and only agency admins can access this folder. So let's go into the marketing workflow. And then you can always review the selected workflows, right? So if you know, okay, I actually don't want to select 6 workflows, something must be wrong, then you can just go individually and check them one by one, and then always keep an eye on your selected number so that you're moving the right workflows or publishing them all or deleting them all. Or even maybe set them to draft if they are published. Here you can see it is not possible to select workflows and folders at the same time, so it's going to be either or. And the published and draft only applies for workflows because we don't have published or draft folders. Also, please note, you won't be able to move any items into a folder that is protected if you don't have permission to access that folder. However, if you have access to this folder, you'll be able to move a workflow. And then please note that this workflow changes its permissions as well once it goes into the folder and will adapt the settings from the folder. In this case, it will be locked and available only for agency admins. And that's how you can keep statuses, locations, and permissions aligned across multiple workflows. I hope you like this feature, which will help you to reduce error because you will have now fewer manual clicks. Be sure to check out all of our free snapshots and courses that are linked in the description box below, and I will see you over there.